Hey y'all, I'm Uncle Lila and this is Uncle Lila Plans. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're new here, I hope you enjoy. So in today's video, we're going to talk about what to do when you hate your planners. So if you've seen my other videos, I recently did a setup of my N2. I don't know if you could tell in the video, but I wasn't too terribly enthusiastic with it. When I unboxed it, I was super excited. I was really thrilled to get to use all these pages and get to do everything in this planner. But the more I set it up, the more I messed around with it, the more I hated it. I hate it so much, and it really upsets me because I like the decor. I like the sticker on the front. I had my sticky pocket in here, but I took it out so I didn't waste it. I had my little task cards in here that I changed around. I'm in love with the washi dashboard. I kind of like the decor stickers, but not really. Like, I'm really sad that I wasted these. Like, I kind of like it, but not really. I haven't even written anything in here because I thought it was kind of like a waste of time. So there's just like the minimal setup that we did together in my video. I haven't even set up the month of January. That's why there's been no plan with me's at all. I haven't done a weeks in here. I haven't done my monthly. I haven't done anything in here. In the back, when I did all these washies, I hated it. The trackers I did, I hated it. I did it like catty corner, and I hate it. It's just, I hate the way it looks. I hate the washi. I hate how thick how much it's already expanded. I hate like the trackers. Like I messed up on a lot of the trackers because I couldn't draw straight lines. I just wasn't figuring that out right. Like I feel like I've just sunk a ton of time and money and effort into this, and I hate it so much. A lot of you might think it looks fine. A lot of you might think it looks okay. I hate it. I started to set up a mood tracker for the months, but then halfway through, I was like, there's literally no point. I'm just wasting my time because I'm not going to use this planner. So, I didn't even finish setting it up. I didn't write any collections in the back. Like, I like this sticker set. I really do. I think it looks nice. But I hate it. So, what do you do? What do you do? Do you try to force yourself to use it? That's not going to work. Because if you know you hate it and you try to force yourself to use it, you're not going to use it. And then not only going to hate it more, you're going to be really upset with yourself because you're not using your planner the way that you should. I'm upset that I spent, the money on it and that I've written in it so much and just I've probably sunk a total of 5 hours into this planner between, if we're talking washi dashboard and everything, I've sunk like 10 hours into this planner, from figuring out how I want to decorate it, to putting the decorations in, to doing the setup video, to doing the trackers, to laying down the washi, to all of those things. That's just what this has turned out to be. So I hate it. So what are we going to do to fix it? As you all know, my theme on my channel is to use what you have. And I have used a lot of my stash and a lot of my collection to set this up. So I'm doing the only thing that I can think to do that's going to make this better. And when it's back in stock, I'm going to order the N2 compact. And I have something separate that I'm using as a journal. Hold on. The journal that, here it is. The planner that I always say is like my backup notebook. I've actually been using it as a notebook. I've written already like 5 pages in here, so I'm not going to show you the insides because I've already started writing in it. And the pen I'm using for journaling I got for Christmas. It's the Write-Tech left-handed click fountain pen. I guess like because when you click it, like the thing comes out here, I guess, to like guard your hand or whatever. Also, I kind of ripped my nail off, so that's why that's on there. So the nail bed looks all like gross. So I've been using this as a journal so that way I can at least be journaling while I await the new planners. Like I said, I'm just gonna slide this in the back with the plastic cover. I hate it So this is beautiful. It's a beautiful planner. Just all the pages just aren't for me. I really wanted to try. I really wanted to use it and just get the journaling in the middle and have everything all in one. I just don't think that was in the cards this year. If you watched my planner lineup video, I talked about how this is supposed to be like my everything planner, my expense trackers, my mood trackers, my pain trackers, my to-do trackers, my journaling, my weekly setups, my monthlies. Like, this was supposed to be my absolute powerhouse. And it's not. So we're going to be using a couple of things in place of this. So we're going to be using this N2, oh, sorry, that's the buttons scraping. This is the N2 Compact Notebook. It is the half year size, essentially. And this is when she first released it a couple of years ago now in the original pink color. This is not the Fairy Floss. This is the original pink quartz. This is a die cut that I had from her April subscription, again, a couple of years ago. So I don't know if she has the N2 notebooks in stock. I know she's been working on getting her notebooks back in stock, but this one is just the original. Like, there's not even, let me open this up. There's not even like numbers on the page. Like, now her notebooks come with numbers on the pages. This doesn't even have numbered pages. So we are using the N2 Compact Notebook for my journaling. I have my pocket that I set up. I still really love this thing. The only thing I'm upset about is that I have found that I'm not using the day and like the quarter section. So I was realizing how much space was essentially not being used. So I was like, okay, I've split this up into 4 days per page and used up 2/3 of my notes pages for dailies that I'm not even filling up half of the half for. So I went through, I kept the line down the middle, just, I don't know why, I just did. I guess it looks more aesthetic, I don't know. So now all of my notes pages are gonna look like this with whiteouts on them. And what did we learn from this? We learned to not set everything up in advance because you will change your mind, especially if you have ADHD. So a lot of the things I was going to include in my N2, I'm recording, that button doesn't stop scraping. I'm recording in my passport planner just until I get my N2, so then I can like put it in there. So we still have the setup here, the way that it was set up. My affirmations, aspirations, my goals, I filled that out all the way. I think it looks nice. My tracker pages, which I've not been tracking. So let me zoom you in. So in my passport, I've decided to take, I'm still using the expense tracker and payday tracker, so at least have a vague overview of my expenses. If you saw my setup, again, let me zoom out. I have my budget notebook. Let me move my passport out the way. So this is for like budgeting, like my super in-depth budget, to where like I'm listing out itemized shopping list, price comparing to stores, like it's long handwriting my budget goals and why those are my goals and why I feel that way, my feelings around money, my savings, my debts, all of those things. That's all in here. And that's because I just need a long form way to get that out. But in the short form, we have this. Let me open back up to that. So, still doing the expense tracker. I decided to split my quarterly in half. Now, it doesn't have all the stuff up here, which I'm going to be recording in my days in the back, so that way I can keep track of it when those things come up, the things I wanted to track in my quarterly, which is why the posters are still in the planner, so I can remember what I wanted to track, so that way I can track it so I don't get super discouraged. So when I get my N2, I can just fill everything out all in one go. So I'm still put my YouTube tracker, my start numbers, my end numbers, my Instagram start numbers, my Instagram end numbers, the books I'm reading. I have to write down the name of the book I'm reading. I'm still reading it from December. One of my kind of last minute, like November last minute goals was to finish the last like 7 books of this author I was reading all last year. She has 7 additional books in publication that she's written that I have yet to read, and I've read all of her other stuff. So my goal was to finish all 7 of those over on break. That did not happen. So I'm just working through what I have. So I have the birthdays and the things I'm tracking there. I only did it for 1/4 because I want to make sure. Hold on. Sorry about that. Need a drink of water. Anyway, so this is going to be tracking the stuff I wanted to track in my quarter. My monthlies are still the same. My weeklies are still the same. So I've already written some kind of personal stuff in the weeks currently. And I did plan out my weeks. And that's why I haven't done a plan with me, because it takes me literally all of 4 minutes to set this up. I do a strip of washi down here. I do a line. So I have like my little separator bit for the important dates and bills and dues and things. And then the big bit is used for micro journaling, or like a doodle about my day. I have long form journaling in my N2, which I've been keeping up with every day, which I'm super proud of myself. This, however, is just a really quick synopsis. And then I have my days in the back along with some collections. And then the last thing I want to show you is a collection page I did. Where is it? I added my notebook and journal routine, so that way I'm keeping up with how I want to do things in there. So we have a lot of the things that were supposed to be in my N2 now added to my passport just temporarily, because at the end of the day, this is just not big enough for everything I want to do. So yeah, it's all being recorded in there. So we have my budget, my N2, and then for tracking, we have my personal rings that I set up as my tracker planner. The reason I set this up was because I wanted to make sure I was using my personal inserts that I had already purchased, because I didn't want them to sit there for a whole year and not get used, but also as a way to get a long form view of things like my mood, my sleep patterns, my symptoms, periods, things like that, so I can see at a larger scale what that's looking like. So I wanted to keep a tracker planner anyway. So essentially, all of my backup systems have come in really handy, because they're going to act as my core system until I get my N2 back and I can put everything in there. So there is that. And then for everything, goodness gracious, sorry, I'm having the worst tickle in my throat. So yeah, so everything that was like a preliminary or like backup system is now being used as more of a main system until I get my N2. I forgot where I was going. And anything else that's not recorded in those is going to be recorded. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. It's going to be recorded in these notebooks. This is my journaling and self-care notebook, and this is my rapid log to-do list brain dump notebook. This is coming super handy. I just super messy right in here. I don't try to make it look pretty. I don't try to make it look photographic or aesthetic. That's what I'm looking for. Anyway, I use this for its intended purpose and just word vomit all over the page, brain dump all over the page, and get everything out. So do I therefore need an N2 or a week size planner, considering everything I'm wanting to do is in a bunch of different systems? Yeah. I have had a week's planner since, I'm just going to put these here so you have something pretty to look at. I have had a week's planner since 2021, I think. I started using the Sterling Ink Weeks Planner because I like the minimal layout of it. I think the regular Weeks Planner would go good with what I'm planning to do this year, but I don't like all the additional colors and all the additional pages and all the writing, like the quote, here, I'll show you. The Weeks Planner at the bottom has like the section like yay big of quotes, and I feel like that just takes up a lot of space. Whereas in the Sterling Ink N2, there's no quotes, there's no dates, there's no highlighted weekends. It is as bare minimum as you can possibly get, so you can make it your own. You can white all of this out and do your own spread. You can extend the lines and have a horizontal going that way. You can divide this in like 10 different sections or 7 different sections for one day of the week. So you have like your long and you have your vertical and your horizontal at the same time. So there is so much you can do with this layout. There's so much freedom here. And I feel like with the Hobonichi Weeks layout, there's just so much already included. I love the bare minimum style of the Sterling Ink. It's why I've been using her for 3 years now. So let me just put that there so you have something to look at on my blank desk. So Sorry about that. So I want to use the N2 because I really like using it. I have been using one consistently for 5 years now, and it's just something that brings me joy, that I like to do. This is my analog hobby. This is something that brings me joy. This is something I love to do. So I want to continue to use the N2, and it puts all the information all in one place. Does it help that I have backup systems? Yes, it does. Does that mean I don't want to continue with my already planned out system? No, it does not. So that is what we're going to be doing in place of the N2 until it gets here. I will be doing an unboxing video and a setup video once that gets here. So I have it all together for you guys. I feel bad that I haven't done a monthly plan with me or weekly plan with me in my N2. I'd set up my monthly planner in my Passport ahead of time because I was taking it out with me the first week in December, or the last week in December, first week of January, that it was available to use. So I haven't done any plan with me's, and it takes me like 4 seconds to set up a spread with me in my Passport because it's super minimal. It's a single strip of washi tape, it's a highlighter, and it's a colored pen. And the colored pen and the highlighter match the washi tape. So I feel like at the end of the day, it'd be really quick and really boring. Maybe I can do like a whole set up the month with me, if that's something you guys would be interested in. So I could do a whole month's worth of Passport weeks because it's so quick, and then do the month and all the weeks together in a video. Maybe we could do that. If that's something you're interested in. So for this, I think what I'm going to do is just try some practice layouts, just figure things out, just really go in and see how I want to use this. So when my other N2 gets here, I know how I'm going to use it. Because if you're watching my last Plan With Me videos, all of my trackers and things were in the weekly spread, and then the back was solely for journaling. But I'm wanting to move all my weekly spreads into the back so I have more space for to-do lists, brain dump lists, things like that I'm thinking about when I'm planning. So if I'm writing down that I have a bill due on this date, that triggers a thought, that triggers a thought, that triggers a thought, because the ADHD train don't stop. So I want to leave more space for those types of things. Also, I'm sorry I'm clearing my throat so much. I've been having some really crazy sinus drainage and just overall stuffiness. I also can't tell how loud I'm talking because one of my ears is clogged entirely. The other one's about halfway clogged. So if I'm screaming or I'm being really loud, I sincerely apologize. I legitimately cannot hear how loud my voice is. But anyway, it's been something that's been frustrating me and something that has just really sat heavy with me. And yes, it's paper. Yes, it's a planner. Yes, it's not all that serious, but it also kind of is. This is my hobby. This is something I enjoy. This is something I do to keep my life together. This is something that I use when I am needing an outlet, a creative outlet, a outlet to, get all my frustrations and my feelings and how process things that I'm going through in the moment. It's a healing tool for me. It's something I look forward to doing. So to me, it matters a lot. And if you're watching this video, it probably matters a lot to you. So I know when we get our planners, we're all excited for the new year and what we're going to use and how we're going to use them. This is just your sign to let you know that you are not doing anything wrong if it doesn't work for you. That does not mean that you have made a mistake or that you're not smart or that you're not good at this hobby or any of those things. That just means the system didn't work for you, and that's okay. At the end of the day, these systems are to work for us to improve our lives, not the other way around. So I just wanted to make this video to kind of show you that, one, you're not alone, and two, what you can kind of do when you are hating your planner. And you can go on from there. So I hope this video was a little bit inspiring. I hope it was a little bit helpful. I hope that you at least got some comfort or some clarification, or at least some oh, I'm not alone. Camaraderie, maybe is the word I'm thinking of. That you just feel like if a planner doesn't work for you, or you just started a new year or a new planner or whatever, and it's not working out the way you thought it would, that it's okay. And you can try again. You can get a new one. Like I said earlier in this video, I'm super big on using what you have and not spending a ton of money on planner supplies and really just getting into your stash. But this is the one time I'm really going to allow myself to spend the money to get all the things to do, all the things I like to do with my planner. And then we're going to go from there. I might also do setups in different videos. I don't know if that's something you guys would like to see. I don't know if it's something that would interest you, or you just want me to set it up on my own and just start doing plan with me's. So if you would like to see the video, if you would like to see the setup process, or how it's going to look once it's finished, or you just want to see the plan with me's and skip all the setup stuff, just let me know. Just really wanted to come on here and make you feel like you're not alone, because you're not alone, and it's okay if it doesn't work. It's okay if it doesn't work out the first time. You tried, and that's all that matters. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Nothing really revolutionary, nothing really standout-ish, or nothing really groundbreaking's happening. I'm also running on like 6 hours of sleep within the last couple of days, so please excuse my exhaustion. But yeah, so you're not alone. It's okay if it doesn't work. It's okay if you hate your planner. We're going to figure it out. We're going to work through it. And worst case, you buy a new one. Worst case, you get a new one and you just record pen to paper or in your phone or a notes app or whatever of everything you're wanting to track and write down. So then when you do get your planner, you can have all the fun of setting it up and putting everything in there and having a filled out spread, or a few filled out spread if you like to back plan pretty far. So yeah, anyway, I just want to come on here and talk about that. And I love you guys so much. I'm so incredibly proud of you. I hope you're having a good start to your new year. I hope 2026 is going well for you. If you're going back to work this week, I hope you have an easy transition back into work and back into your regular schedule, and able to build up some momentum for that routine. If you have been working consistently through the holiday season, I hope you get a break soon. I hope you get to rest. You hear Briar under my desk. She was sleeping on my feet. And I just hope that your Monday is pretty awesome and amazing, and that you guys have a great week. Yeah, so I love you. I'm proud of you. I hope you have a great day, a wonderful, happy new year. I'm excited to see what this year brings us, and we're all going to have a great time. All right. I love you guys. Bye.